Welcome back, everyone. We are back now with another Channel 3 exclusive tonight at 11 o'clock. Facebook, Dunkin' Donuts, Marriott. So many large companies have been facing hacker situations, and now this is a problem that's also facing smaller communities.
Yeah, Channel 3's Matthew Campbell explains to us why this is happening and why they're being targeted. And he also says the scary part is there's really nothing you can do about it.
Well, think about it this way. When you pay your taxes, whether it's online or in person, you're giving your information to the town and they're storing it. You're trusting that their cybersecurity is safe, but we learned that's not always the case. In just the last 12 months, hackers hit West Haven, taking down 23 servers there, Bridgeport Schools, and the Derby Police Department, where they held info at ransom.
If they're hit, who else is hit? And exactly how safe are we?
It was a wake-up call for Assistant Chief Angel Otano at the Old Mystic Fire Department.
And there's a lot of data here that someone could really make a lot of money off of.
And when you think about it, they do. In the middle of a chaotic scene, a lot of your important information is being gathered.
So I have the patient's info, then I have the next of kin's info, then I might have someone else's info like their primary healthcare provider too.
Many departments like Old Mystic are run by volunteers, and there's a chance your info is in the hands of a security system set up by an amateur.
Previously, IT was done by a volunteer. So if the volunteer is not current and they're just doing it because they were like computers, then their skill level isn't going to be up to whatever someone's coming after you with.
So Mystic went high-tech and hired Kelser Corporation to upgrade their systems. While Kelser has big clients like the Travelers Championship, they say it's the smaller towns that really need vast upgrades.
Whether they're consumer-grade products that are not hardened, it's a toss-up. But we're seeing a lot more and more where there's a lot more vulnerabilities.
Some employees might not be tech-savvy, and George Kudalchuk says just one mistake could open up thousands to risks.
Because 80% of the threats are usually coming from within the four walls. An employee clicking on something during their lunch break, or they click on an email they didn't expect.
Kudalchuk says it doesn't take much to steal someone's identity.
A full name, social security number, date of birth, any type of financial history, medical conditions, things of that nature. That stuff is very, very valuable if a hacker wants to become you.
And because there's a lot of that type of concentrated data in one place, cities and towns are like a treasure trove for hackers, which underscore the importance of solidifying security. In Old Mystic, Kudalchuk went in and looked at firewalls, how passwords were handled, and how easily people could link to the department's network. After the upgrade that cost thousands of dollars, Otano says that one-time cost pales in comparison to what could happen if information gets into the wrong hands.
A HIPAA violation on each violation is thousands of dollars. So when we do 750 to 900 calls, just EMS calls a year, that would compile and we'd be bankrupt in a matter of hours if they were all exposed.
The best advice experts have is to do what you can to keep your information safe. That starts with passwords. Make them as long as possible. Don't use just one. And then when you're opening emails, don't open attachments, even if it's coming from somebody that you know. Then when submitting information online, make sure that the website has HTTPS. That's how you know the website is secure. Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.